I'm with Dustin Atwood, manager of the A1 Custom Muffler and Brake Shop in Springfield, Missouri. Dustin, what is the purpose of a catalytic converter?
Basically, to put it in a very simple, it is to scrub the bad emissions coming out of the engine. You have gases that are harmful there for the environment, and it needs to clean that system basically and make it so it's not as terrible or potent of a gas coming out of the tailpipe. It's something that they've been progressing and perfecting for many years, since sometimes late 70s, mid 80s, and it's come a tremendous way as far as its efficiency with the late model vehicles that are out there today.
What are some of the symptoms of a malfunctioning converter?
We've got a couple. They're basically a big three also with this situation. You can have an inefficient converter, which basically the filter or the scrubbing agents can't clean the gases correctly. Typically with that, it'll drive fine down the road, but you'll have a check engine light or a service engine light of some kind on the dash. That needs to be assessed to see what caused the converter to go bad is the biggest one, and then whatever replacements from there. The second fold is you can have a plugged up converter, which is where you get that horrible rotten egg smell that most people are familiar with, or a poor performance or very poor fuel mileage because it's choking the system off basically. If it can't get any exhaust out, it can't get any fresh air in, and so you'll never have complete combustion because if there's no oxygen, the vehicle won't run correctly.
So in other words, replacing a faulty converter would help engine performance and hopefully gas mileage as well?
Absolutely. Anybody that is in this business and has experience that's necessary can troubleshoot that for you and do typically a flow check or an inefficient check, whichever the case may be there. And then the third thing is if you get a rattling noise, sounds like in your exhaust, it'll vary with engine RPM. The substrate inside is made out of porcelain, so it's a very fragile material. So if you get in a situation where you shock it with cold water, or if you take it off-road and have come in contact with it with anything, you can bust that substrate, and that would be your other failure as far as your catalysts are concerned.
Great, Dustin. We really appreciate your advice and expertise.
No problem, anytime.